voice. Let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts. We don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth. Don't play with the voice. Ay, let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts. We don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth. Don't play with the voice. We talk fake friends, side dudes, heartbreak too. Baby mamas, baby daddies, nothing off the menu. She ain't scared to speak it, now she built for the flame. Say your name without say your name, if it's smoke, it's the same. Energy loud, tea stay hot. Truth hit different when it land on the spot. So fix your face, don't flinch, don't scam. It's the queen of real talk, yeah, that's Am. Let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts, we don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth, don't play with the voice. Ay, let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts, we don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth, don't play with the voice.
Hey y'all, what's up? What is up? Welcome. Thank you for everybody that's in attendance. Let me get my kick up. I do need y'all to, even if you're not on kick, I need for you to go in there. If it's your first time, make yourself known. Cause I eventually, y'all, with kick, I'm gonna have to come up with something that 2K did or whatever, so I can get the amount of views or 50 random people or whatever it is that they asking for. So eventually I gotta come up with something. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll probably come up with something tomorrow. But I'm over here in kick. I'm gonna drop my hey Shells, hey D-Mail, hey Cheryl, I see y'all over there in kick. Yes. What's up, Dominica? Follow my kick, y'all, before we get into this today's show. Yeah, okay, you better say it, girl. Thank you, Candy, for my first super chat. Yes, y'all coming in strong, making sure your girl get me her goal. Y'all know the way they after me, y'all, it ain't even funny. The way they want my channel gone, y'all, it ain't even funny. Hey, Sabi. Hey, Sharice. Hey, Robin. Girl, I don't even know how. You love it when I do crime stories. Me too. Y'all know I'm so over that stuff, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta share my kick on my YouTube, on my under investigation YouTube channel. They called the YouTube police on me. They so mad because my channel growing, y'all. They called the YouTube police on me. And y'all, this the thing. I don't expect for my channel, when I'm not talking about the drama and stuff, y'all, I don't expect for me to have 1,000 supporters and stuff like that. Hey, FT Williams, are you new to the channel? I don't expect y'all follow my kick. I'm gonna put it in here too. I don't expect for people to, I don't expect for it to get a big outcome, okay? So that's everybody. Even when when Lupac ain't talking about Bree, she don't have what she normally would. If Krisha not talking about this stuff, she don't have what she normally would. And, it's Upper, D-Ham, so forth and so forth, okay? So that's just what it is. And I don't care. I'll start from the beginning. It don't matter to me. Hey, Malish, it don't matter to me. I will do that. Hey, Leela, thank y'all for that. Went over there to kick and kicked it for a little bit. I don't know how to do it. I would love for y'all to get memberships over there, but I do not know how to do that. Memberships. Also on Kick, I can receive I can receive kicks now. Kicks is something like super chats, but they're not as much as super chats. They come, you can do 100 kicks for $1.09. You can do 250 kicks for $2.69, 500 kicks for $5.29, $1,000 kicks for $10.55. You could do 2,500 kicks for $26.35. You could do 5,000 kicks for $52.69, or you could do 10,000 kicks for $105. So you can purchase that as well to help me with my revenue. And also you can do the super chats, or you could do the cash apps. It's up to you all. Thank you, Jasmine. I followed you as well, boo. Hey, Miss Foxy. What's up, girl? Yes, it is, Malish. It's very sad. But really, I enjoy listening to real life stuff other than the drama. I know it, Shells. I know it, girl. Everybody's supporters is mad, sick of it, but one set of supporters. That's it. That's all. So, the police was called on me today, the YouTube police. My channel is under investigation. Y'all, I can't make this up. But anyway, we finna dive into this story with David, the singer. I don't know this man. He's 20 years old. A body came up. This girl named Celeste, 15 years old. Was she 15 when they found her, or was she 15 when she went missing? That I'm not for sure. If anybody know, drop it in the comments. But she went missing back in April of 2024. And what is it now? September of 2025. Her body was found in the singer David. I don't know David. Oh, she was 14. Okay. I don't know David. Hey, Antasha. And it was found in his Tesla. So we finna look over it. Y'all, we finna dive into this case. I'm reviewing it with y'all. I'm new to it. I'm just reviewing it with y'all. So let's go ahead and go over it.
A car at a Hollywood tow. A body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
But now they're trying to figure out how she ended up dead in his Tesla.
Disturbing new details in a Hollywood murder case. Police have raided the home of R&B star David after the dismembered remains of a missing 15-year-old girl were found in the trunk of his abandoned Tesla. The victim was identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who went missing from Lake Elsinore back in April 2024. On September 8th, her remains...
Hold on, y'all. I didn't read my disclaimer. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me read my disclaimer. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
A head and torso inside a bag were discovered inside David's Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. The car had been abandoned for weeks in the Hollywood Hills before being impounded. Police spent hours inside David's Los Angeles home this week, hauling out evidence bags, though they haven't confirmed if the raid is directly tied to the homicide investigation. Mounting clues suggest possible ties between the teen and the 20-year-old singer. A leaked 2023 demo track mentions a girl named Celeste. Both had the same shh tattoo on their right index fingers, and Celeste's mother claims her daughter had a boyfriend named David before she vanished. Former LAPD detective Moses Castillo says investigators will be digging into David's movements, phone records, and connections. Meanwhile, the artist canceled his Seattle show, and it's unclear if his Los Angeles concert will move forward. Police say the case is being investigated as a homicide, but no arrests have been made. For now, Celeste's family says they're simply grieving, as pressure mounts on the singer to break his silence.
A body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
But now they're trying to figure out how she ended up dead in his Tesla.
Disturbing new details in a Hollywood murder case.
So, So y'all, we all see that what's going on. They found her body. Also, today I read where they saying that she might have been pregnant when she went missing. So I think that this is gonna be a rabbit hole. I think that this is sad. Let me do a what you call it. Hold on. Let me do a poll. Okay. Y'all make sure, hey, protect your peace. Make sure y'all go on to that. Y'all vote on that poll for me, please. Okay. Y'all.
And I didn't even regret it.
Listen to this, y'all.
And I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I wanted you to feel the emotion in this part of the song, not just to repeat the hook, but to say it in a different manner with the same feeling that the first part of it conveyed, which was in the back of my mind, but then you think that I'm going to say you died, but I say I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do, and I killed her in the back of my mind. It's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. It's all in the mind because that's the most secure place you can be is in your mind. And I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true.
Y'all hear this?
I wanted you to feel the emotion in this part of the song, not just to repeat the hook, but to say it in a different manner with the same feeling that the first part of it conveyed, which was in the back of my mind, but then you think that I'm going to say you died, but I say I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do, and I killed her in the back of my mind. But it's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind.
Why would you make a song saying that? That's weird. It says something just does not sit right with me when reviewing this David situation. A 15-year-old girl was found in the back of his abandoned Tesla while there's too many incidents within the case that seem to connect David back to Celeste. David and the young girl had the exact same matching tattoos. Celeste's mom's claimed she had a boyfriend named David. The young girl was found in his abandoned Tesla. There's a video footage of David interacting with young fans just minutes away from where Celeste disappeared. He was in town the same time she went missing. A song titled Romantic Homicide, where David pretty much confessed to a situation similar to Celeste. So, this is creepy. Who thinks that he is definitely
25? And this part
responsible for this?
there's been a lot more information that came out about the singer David and the child, Celeste Hernandez, who was found in the trunk of his car. At this point, I just want to know when the police are going to at least arrest him while they're investigating for being with an underage child who was missing. We're getting more and more photos of David being with Celeste Hernandez. A lot of people are exposing him that were on Discord and knew about this alleged relationship. They have just posted this photo of David with Celeste Hernandez on Discord that was all the way back in 2023. David responds to this person when he asked, "Hey, who's that girl? You are a fed." It's even crazier. David wrote a song where he says the name Celeste. TMZ was just able to confirm that this song was originally leaked in December of 2023, the same date that we are seeing in that photo of him with Celeste on Discord. This is the song that TMZ is talking about. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tatted on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste. Afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so gorgeous.
Okay, let me say this too. Y'all, when they found the young lady's remains, they only found half of her body. Her torso, and I think something else. If y'all know, put it in the comments. Or if I'm wrong and it's another part of her body, y'all put it in the comments.
In that dress. Missing you so much it makes me depressed, but I digress.
Thank you,
More
Hassan.
people were coming out leaking photos of them saying that they were talking to both of them. And this photo is also from December 12th of 2023. Mind you, it was only a couple months before she went missing on April 5th of 2024 at only 13 years old. That's not all, because people from Discord are even leaking things that they knew about David when it came to Celeste. Like this of them chatting together. You go to his TikTok, here he is in that same exact outfit, and this was posted on January 5th of 2024. Really weird to see his repost here on TikTok. Me if I see her talk with other dudes, and it's cutting chicken. Same time frame, 6:25, which would be the next day, he reposts this on TikTok. Me after hearing about her past with other boys. I'm jealous and utterly disgusted by her actions. Even have people from his Discord around this time dropping this information. He said, everyone, I'm in a song crisis right now. And somebody says, drop the one with the missing girl, Celeste Hernandez. And this was in 2024. Also have people going around posting this photo of David where he appears to be with children. And they are alleging that David was paying these children off to keep their silence about him and Celeste's relationship. Wow. TMZ was able to determine that this photo that was released by this person was taken in the area where Celeste lived before she went missing. According to TMZ, they are saying that based on Google Maps, David was standing 0.3 miles from the home where Celeste was living with her family before she disappeared back in April of 2024. They allege that this place is only a 6-minute walk to Celeste's family home. Cannot forget some of these Reddit posts that were talking about the person being found in his trunk before they figured out that it was the child named Celeste. This person said, this is a PDF file from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. And she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now. And it turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut.
Oh, wow.
C has been missing for over a month. No one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange is going on. This person responded today because someone said the timeline doesn't match up if Celeste was missing since 2024, not just a month. And they said yes.
Let me ask y'all this. Do anybody remember hearing anything about her being missing or anything? Hey, Miss Shani, do anybody remember anything about her coming up missing? Do y'all remember like them talking about it back in April 2024? Or is this your first time hearing about it? Hassan said no. Who else?
She was missing that long officially, but she still had friends who were in contact with her, and they were alleged.
Because I heard that he paid her parents off, but I don't know how that, everything is allegedly.
That the friends lost contact with her in mid-August. I'm sure all of the information that's being put out from people in this Discord that knew about this and more is probably far from over. And I'll be keeping my eye on this case, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. David's home has been searched by police in the investigation on what happened to Celeste Hernandez. And we're finding out the Tesla that her body was found in is right outside of his home. TMZ has just reported that homicide detectives were searching this house late Wednesday night where David seemed to be living at. TMZ has went through photos of listing of this home, and you can see David in a lot of different photos that appear to be this home that detectives have searched. And TMZ isn't the only one. There are people on Twitter that are literally showing showing all of these different photos and videos of David in this house that police searched. They even confirmed that he's on a stream with Benny Blanco singing in the kitchen. They also compared photos of him seen dancing with Cat's Eye in the living room. Homicide detectives left with a computer and other bags of evidence. It's pretty consistent with these Reddit posts that were happening right after this body was found.
Okay, so I have one question. So they have not made an arrest in this, even though she was found in his car. They have not made an arrest. And well, her remains was, they have not made an arrest yet. But what about the arrest with her being 15 and him being 20? Or at the time, I think she might have been 13 or 14 or whatever it was when they first started talking. So why isn't he arrested for him being her boyfriend that young?
In the trunk of his car. This Reddit post said, "This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from IE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was her out. She was in the 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweeped his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names, and she is a minor. She's from Lake Islanor."
Police searching a home in the Hollywood Hills tonight, close to where the teen's body was found.
Mike, do we know if the search has anything to do with the girl's death, though?
Yeah, so Susie and Juan, we are working on those details right now. What I can tell you is that it is literally right where we know that the car was towed from. So remember how this all happened, as you heard from Nicole. The car was towed from the Hollywood Hills. It wasn't until it was at the tow yard where the body was found. So if we go back to where the car was towed from tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene techs. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark, and we can see the garage door open, and we see what appear to be crime scene techs going in and out of that garage. There you see it right there. You see the door to the home open on the inside. Another Tesla with the front open right there inside the garage.
I want to talk about this Reddit post that I talked about yesterday of this person talking about Celeste before she was identified as being the child in this guy's trunk. This person responded to somebody after they found out that this person was Celeste yesterday, and they said that her friends lost contact with her between early or mid-August, and he is saying that his little sister is one of Celeste's friends. And a lot of people are like, well, David was on tour, so I was like, let me go look up all of his tour dates and see where he was around this time frame that this Reddit post was alleging. Saturday, August 2nd, he was in Del Mar, California, which is only 2 hours away from where he lives. And then his next show wouldn't happen until a couple days later on August 5th. But this is also in Del Mar, California, which is around the same time period that this person on Reddit was alleging where Celeste's friends stopped having communication with her. Now, another big thing that I want to talk about that I found out yesterday, in the missing persons poster that was made of Celeste, you can see it says she was last seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, a hat, and Hello Kitty sandals. More people are coming out with more information, and in this photo, they are saying that this is David and this is Celeste, and as you can see, she's in Hello Kitty sandals. She's holding what appears to be a Hello Kitty keychain or something. Well, David made a TikTok, and he has the same exact Hello Kitty keychain on his pants in this TikTok video. So yeah, we are having a lot of big developments happening, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. David's home has been searched by police in the—
Okay, what do y'all think so far?
New post.
Do y'all think that he has something to do with it? Do y'all think that we're gonna go down a rabbit hole with this? This will be a rabbit hole situation. Do y'all think that it will be all like, oh my goodness, stuff will just start to come out and come out and come out and come out and come out, kind of like the Naziah Harris story? Who thinks that? Y'all, please take the time to hit the button and support the house goal if you can. Thank you, Krisha. Let's see.
We're getting more information about David and Celeste Hernandez, and we are now learning that the cops raided his home looking for traces of Celeste's blood. TMZ is just now reporting that the LAPD told them that they did a 12-hour search into David's home using luminol to look for traces of blood. And this is a big deal because we know Celeste was found across the street from where David was living in the trunk of his Tesla. TMZ says that they were told investigators didn't just look for traces of blood on the floor and the surfaces. They also looked in sink drains. It's unclear if luminol turned up any blood. We also know that the LAPD swept the home for fingerprints and collected hair samples. TMZ was able to confirm earlier today that this is the house that David stays at, and it's actually rented by his manager. We also know during this search, the cops took out bags of evidence and a laptop computer. And as of right now, except for the laptop, we're not sure what else they removed from his home. Either way, this is huge information, and it looks like they're trying to figure out if Celeste was harmed in this home. I assume they're probably also looking into David to see if he has any connection with Celeste Hernandez ending up in the trunk of his Tesla. But you guys already know I'm keeping my eye on the story very, very closely. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. We're getting more information about David and Celeste Hernandez, and we are now learning
why ain't
Celeste Hernandez's teacher speaks about her running away.
To me, with her body being found in the car, I think that should be enough evidence in his Tesla. I think that should be enough evidence to arrest him. Not only that, his age versus her age. I don't understand why they saying that they don't have enough evidence to arrest this man. Not to mention that song.
We're getting more information about David and Celeste Hernandez, and we are now learning that the cops raided his home looking for traces of Celeste's blood. TMZ is just now reporting that the LAPD told them that they did a 12-hour search into David's home using luminol to look for traces of blood. And this is a big deal because we know Celeste was found across the street from where David was living in the trunk of his Tesla. TMZ says that they were told investigators didn't just look for traces of blood on the floor and the surfaces. They also looked in sink drains. It's unclear if luminol turned up any blood. We also know that the LAPD swept the home for fingerprints and collected hair samples. TMZ was able to confirm earlier today that this is the house that David stays at, and it's actually rented by his manager. We also know during this search, the cops took out bags of evidence and a laptop computer. And as of right now, except for the laptop, we're not sure what else they removed from his home. Either way, this is huge information, and it looks like they're trying to figure out if Celeste was harmed in this home. I assume they're probably also looking into David to see if he has any connection with Celeste Hernandez ending up in the trunk of his Tesla. But you guys already know I'm keeping my eye on the story very, very closely. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. We're getting more information about David, and Celeste Hernandez's teacher speaks about her running away with David. And honestly, at this point, I want to know why this teacher is telling this to the kids instead of calling the police. This video is going around social media of this man claiming that he was Celeste Hernandez's teacher. And he claims she actually went missing twice from her home to be with David. I really believe that this man was her teacher and he's telling the truth, but I don't think he should be telling this to his students. I think he should be telling this to the police. I think this because when I was digging through all of this information, I found another missing poster of Celeste that was last seen on 2/14 of 2024. Mind you, this teacher says that she went missing with David for about a whole month, and the cops actually went and got her and brought her back. And he claimed that Celeste was telling everybody about being with a rapper from LA named David. And then he claimed after she was brought back by police the first time, she would then go missing again. And he said May, but I think he had it confused with April, which is this missing poster. But this isn't all of the details that he talks about. Guys, remember this photo that was floating around where it was allegedly leaked by kids who were saying that they were paid by David not to say anything about their relationship. TMZ later figured out that this photo was literally only 0.3 miles, 6 minutes away from where Celeste lived with her mother. This teacher also said he recognized the boy in this photo, and this boy told him that they were blackmailing David about this whole situation with Celeste, which I honestly really want to know if this is how she got got found the very first time and brought back to where she lived, like this teacher is alleging.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper.
That's what I want to know, Candy.
Wait. Did this stuff? Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
How long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car.
If this teacher is in fact telling the truth, which I really believe he is, I just don't think
Thank you, Cheryl, for the hype.
Students, that is absolutely crazy to know that Celeste was not missing just once, but actually twice, and the cops had already brought her back home from David. The fact that his story can be corroborated with another missing poster that was being shown on social media lately with all of this other stuff being leaked is absolutely insane. But you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Woo! Celeste Hernandez's teacher speaks about her running away. A new video has been released of Celeste backstage of David's concert. And at this point, I really want to know when they are going to charge David with at least being around a child. Because in California,
same thing I said. When are they going to charge him for at least her age? This is crazy.
The age of consent is 18 years old, and also Celeste was a runaway child. She was literally missing. This video, she's wearing Hello Kitty sandals, just like in her missing person poster. And here's the Crocs that Celeste has on her feet.
Those are cute.
And I talked about these Hello Kitty sandals already and tied them back to David also because her friends were leaking pictures out of text messages. And here's those sandals, and she's holding on to this Hello Kitty keychain. This is the same Hello Kitty keychain that David can be seen in this TikTok video wearing on his pants. This is literally just like a week after this person is saying that they caught this video of Celeste backstage of David's concert. They're saying this person that is with Celeste backstage is David's brother. And I'm going to show you a close-up of her face in 1 second. So we were able to get this picture off of this video, and it's 110% Celeste. But if you notice, her hair color is different. One of her friends have been releasing text messages between the two, and Celeste literally talks about dyeing her hair. Not only does this friend have text messages alleging that Celeste was dyeing her hair again because she ran away, she also has these text messages where Celeste allegedly said that she had slept with David. And then this one is a separate text exchange where she says, Anissa, do not text me back. He's crying. Do not text me. I fixed. I'm staying. Don't text. And the friend says, so what the F happened? I fixed him. I don't know how. We both cried to get here and he changed his mind. I'm happy he did, though. Here, there are a couple things that aren't spelled right, but what I think she's saying in Spanish is everything will be fine. Dyeing hair again. Text exchange happened back in April of 2024, which we found out that Celeste went missing not only once, but twice, that she also went missing back in April the very first time, and her teacher confirmed that she was missing for about a month. And then the teacher confirmed that she was brought back after that 1 month, the very first time she went missing. And then she would go missing a couple months later. And then this is where she wasn't seen for a whole year until she was found in David's trunk. And they've even leaked more Discord chats between Celeste and David. And this one was dating.
This one was dated August 8th, 2022, which means she was 12 years old. And she's saying, my parents are so effing annoying. They won't let me see you perform. And then he said, don't worry, I'll fix it. So I guess this is where, I guess they were saying he paid them off. Like, this is all weird.
All the way back in 2022, where she's saying, my parents are so annoying. They won't let me go see you perform. And he says, don't worry, I'll fix it. At this point, this situation is so sad because if she wholeheartedly ran away the first time and they were able to find her and bring her back like this teacher alleged, there is no reason why she should have been missing for a year a second time. In my opinion, I feel like there is no reason why they cannot bring in David for being with a minor who was a missing person. While they're still trying to investigate the whole mess of her being found in his trunk. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. A new video has been released of Celeste backstage of David's concert. We're getting new information about David and Celeste Hernandez. Celeste had an Instagram that she used under this account, and yesterday her sister made the account public, and she asked anybody if they have any information to send it to her on this account. She put a post up on this account with old pictures of Celeste, and she also put the GoFundMe right here in the link, so if you guys want to go donate to that. But this Instagram account is linked to some very crucial information that people that know Celeste are leaking online. You can see this picture of David that was on the story of Celeste's account, and David put it on his stories on Instagram. He did have posts up during this time, and as you can see, it says post mentioning my boyfriend, and he comments under it, can I please have 10 bands? This is another story that is being shared to her Instagram account that she used, and it was one of those Q&As, and somebody said, not gonna lie, David kinda hot. And she responds saying, too bad. And if you notice, it appears to be a ring on her finger with a tattoo that says David. Now, around the time that she was missing for the whole year, people are alleging that they believe that this person on David's Discord, deleted user, ended up being Celeste. Like, she made a new account instead of using the name Celeste. And as you can see in this Discord, it is the same person with the ring on, with the tattoo named David. That is the same exact photo coming from Celeste's Instagram account. And now more of these chats from Discord are being put on the internet. And as you can see, it appears that David says, me and deleted user got a kid on the way. And this chat was from a year ago, which is the same exact time frame as deleted user is posting a picture of her hand, which appears to be an engagement
baby on the way, and they said that allegedly she was pregnant.
Engagement ring, who we know the same photo was being posted on Celeste's Instagram.
They do say that. Hey,
we obviously don't know for sure if she was in fact pregnant, but the fact that she had a ring on her finger and the tattoo of David alone, it's just crazy.
Thank you,
Honestly,
Renithia.
at this point, I'm tired. I don't even know if this information is ever going to stop. I am like absolutely horrified. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. We're going to... Celeste Hernandez's family is speaking out about her relationship with David. Celeste's brother, named Matthew Rivas, told NBC LA that the family was aware of the alleged relationship between Celeste and David. Claimed that his sister vanished after going to see a movie with David in May of last year and never returned. Matthew claimed that David would frequently pick up Celeste in the same Tesla Model Y in which her remains were later discovered in. Just for a reminder, her mother came out to TMZ earlier this week and told them that her daughter had a boyfriend named David and had a tattoo on her right index finger that read shh. They also have content creators and streamers that are talking to her brother Matthew as well. In this message, he sends a lot of pictures of him and Celeste, and he also starts saying F David, and I hope he real slow. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the video that I just did a little while ago. We were talking about Celeste allegedly having this account where it shows her with a ring on her finger and a tattoo of David on one of her fingers. And somebody in my comment section posted this photo and my mouth was dropped wide open. Not only does it look similar to Celeste, you can also see a ring on the finger that looks similar to the ring that was on the picture on Discord. In this photo, it's not only the ring that caught my attention. Apparently, whoever this is has makeup on, but I really got to looking at the hair, and it's brown and red. Some of the pictures floating around of Celeste right now, you can literally see her hair is brown and red. Also, here is another one. Brown with a red tint. When I got into the conversation about the ring, I showed this account that a lot of her friends saying was Celeste's burner account, basically when she ran away. On this account, she was tagging David a lot, and he would even reshare her stories. This post really made me gasp because we see she did a story and she did a Q&A, and they said, not gonna lie, David is kind of hot. And you can see her take a photo with a ring with a tattoo that says David on her finger. After her friends were posting all this information, then somebody leaked that there was this person in Discord that was named deleted user that would talk to David. A year ago, they would post with the same exact tattoo on the same finger. All of this information was coming out about her Instagram account. This Instagram account was private until just yesterday, when allegedly her sister hopped on it and said, I decided to make my sister's account public. If anyone has any information that might seem important, please message me. They also tagged this GoFundMe, but people noticed in the account name a 0.444, which isn't in the old screenshots the friends leaked of Celeste's name. So people thought, well, maybe it wasn't real. I went to look to see maybe her sister made a new account to link this GoFundMe, but it says this account was joined January of 2024, which would be consistent with the timeline of her running away to allegedly be with David. It does say that they changed their username one time since this profile has existed. The GoFundMe that's linked to this account is literally booming. It has done so well, but I was able to confirm that this is a legit GoFundMe for Celeste's family. It's the same account that's linked in the bio of that Instagram. I have multiple news sources picking this up and talking about this GoFundMe page and also linking it. You also have big streamers from Twitter donating thousands of dollars at a time to her GoFundMe page. But the biggest part of all of this, I'm pretty sure the sister that runs the account probably saw my video of people questioning, well, if she had this account, how did she get into it? And why isn't she posting all of the things that are on this account? Because you have an archive on Instagram. Because she just posted, yes, I do have access to her archive, but nothing from this account should go public. The police told us not to share any evidence since nothing has been finalized, and we're not even being updated on what's happening. For now, everything will stay private. Also, thank you. We're so close to reaching our GoFundMe goal. So at this point, I don't know if this was a change that was made by Celeste's sister when she got on the Instagram account, or if it's something that Celeste did before she passed away, because mind you, this account was private. I looked it up as soon as all of these photos from that account were being leaked on Twitter. Can confirm the GoFundMe that is linked to that account is definitely a legit GoFundMe. All of the news sources are talking about it. We can confirm it's people in her family that made that GoFundMe page. You also have people on Twitter and big streamers talking about it and trying to help get people to donate because this GoFundMe is for her funeral. So yeah, I thought this was a big thing to come on here and update just in case there is somebody that wants to donate to her family's GoFundMe, but also just to show the relevancy of those old posts that her friends are leaking of her wearing this ring with a tattoo of David on her finger. I can't help but think maybe her mom never said anything about it, because you got to remember, guys, she had been missing for a whole year when she was found. So her mom maybe didn't.
I did hear that it's allegedly that she was pregnant, but I don't know how they know, because I heard they only found half of her body, which was her torso, and I don't know what else. So, but I did hear allegedly she was pregnant.
No, if she does in fact have.
I also heard allegedly he was paying her parents money in exchange. I did hear that, allegedly.
The David tattooed on her finger. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Celeste Hernandez's family is speaking out about her relationship. I have some new information about the David situation when it comes to Celeste Hernandez, and let me tell you, I've been deep down this rabbit hole, and what I just discovered is actually scaring me so bad, it's not even funny. Okay, so we know David's first show for his tour was on July 30th of 2025, and this is where fans were capturing that he had a whole funeral set up for this first show. I'm sure you guys remember this video going all over everybody's For You pages right now because it was just really odd. And he even has this obituary, but as you can see, Atami is the name, and in Japanese this means pain, and Atami is actually his alter ego. And just stay with me because
this is getting weirder and weirder, y'all.
I'm about to play you a clip of him talking about this Atami alter ego and how he is an unaliver and all of this crazy stuff. As the state, February 2023
Make sure y'all following
to
my
August
kid.
2025. And this part really just made me feel unsettled.
It is. I'm
because
learning
I started
it too,
digging into the date because I found it really weird that people on Reddit, before they found out Celeste, were alleging that Celeste's friends lost communication with her in August. Here's that Reddit post that was going around, and they were talking about a girl named C.
Southside, seems like you might be new here. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow my Kick. I have a Kick channel. Go over there and give me a view. I'm dropping the link in the comment. And thank you for coming to my channel.
That they were saying would go on trips to LA and that she was in 9th grade. And it turns out C's friends knew that David would allegedly pay them to keep their mouth shut about this relationship. Mind you, this Reddit post was before they identified Celeste as being the one in the trunk, but they knew somebody was in this trunk. So the day that they found out it was Celeste, somebody commented and said, your timelines don't match up because she's been missing since 2024. And this person responded, yes, she was missing for that long officially, but she still had friends who were in contact with her. Again, I'm not sure what her family life was like. It seemed very broken to me, which makes me believe she didn't want to go back home. What I meant was my sister and her friends lost all contact with her for over a month. Since early or mid-August, I'm not too sure. And then this part started making me more nervous because the neighbors that were across the street of David's house that was just searched by police where the Tesla was found was turned in by neighbors for being abandoned. Sources from that neighborhood said the car had been sitting in that spot on Bluebird Avenue for at least 3 weeks. Based off timelines from reports, we know that this car would have been towed in the early part of September because it sat in the tow yard for a few days before they noticed the smell coming out of it. And then on September 8th is when they would open that trunk and find who we now know is Celeste in that trunk. So the neighbors were saying that the car was sitting in the same spot for 3 weeks, which would take you to August. Now we're going to talk about David's alter ego, Atami, because what he says in this interview about his alter ego sent chills up and down my spine.
I had the idea to kind of make this first music video introduce a character that I had been kind of ideating for a really long time. That's why you see him with the blindfold and the bloody shirt aesthetic and the bow tie. I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga. And I wanted to make my own manga series at one point. And I was writing a lot of poems and writing a lot of things for it. And a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Atami, which means pain in Japanese. And he wears his blindfold and he's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as a detective. So like when I was as a detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for like months and months and months. And I introduced it for the first time on screen because I had the opportunity with music to kind of explore this idea further with the Romantic Homicide music video. And people were asking so many questions. I was like, yo, this is kind of fire because like nobody would have ever heard of it if it wasn't for this music video. But Atami was a staple of this music video. You kind of see him throughout the entire thing. He's holding the knife with the bloody thing. You get the girl who's basically like the ghost of the person that he was his first victim in the manga.
At this point, it's like he's literally envisioning all of this. And I'm not saying that he for sure did it because he is still innocent until proven guilty. But that is absolutely crazy. It's like what he is talking about is now actually happening. There is no dang way. And now in this tour, he is talking about this alter ego now passed away August of 2025. Why he has this casket and everything set up on this very first show that he did. same exact time frame that neighbors are saying that car was parked across the street from where he lived. And also, Celeste's friends are saying that is the last time they talked to Celeste was sometime in August. Now, at this point, I am honestly really, really disturbed. If it comes out that David is in fact guilty at this point, it really could be premeditated. I feel like at this point, I have been way too far down this rabbit hole because it just keeps going and going. And I swear each time I am getting more and more disturbed. Well, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Ooh, this is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. Okay, let's see. I seen something else. Y'all, please don't send any messages because I'm about to open up Facebook. He sacrificed that girl. Oh, Lord. Okay, so damn it, as soon as I said that, y'all sent it. Okay, it says message between David and another underage girl he was dating back in 2023. It says have been released. This guy has a pattern of manipulating and grooming behavior, and the fact that he acknowledges that what he's doing is wrong, yet he still does it and just keeps it as a secret makes it even worse. There's no excuse that he or anyone else can come up with to justify his actions. He's a predator. And then the message says, holla. Okay, so I've been up all night thinking logically about you, work life, relationships, and realize something that you agreed with if you see it the way I do. Straight from my heart, I really, really, really love you, but I have been checking my schedule for the rest of the year and next year, and I'm barely in Texas. So this is somebody underage that was in Texas. And it says, I believe long distance relationships work under the right conditions, like you being able to travel with me and etc. But you're still in school. With that also being said, I don't like hiding anything from anyone. I would love to have a public relationship with someone, but the way this is going, we have to be a secret. We have to be a secret or something. I want you to be happy, but you still have so much left to do in these last 2 years of high school. And then that's all I could see of the message. So what happened to Kick? I don't know. What happened? Let me see. Is Kick not working, y'all? Or is y'all not able to hear me over there? Hey, Caramel. Y'all not able to hear me over there or something? I'm here. It went off. Miss Shani said she over there. She said she hear me. Penny J said she can hear. Oh, it's because I went on Facebook. So did y'all hear the message? Did anybody hear the message? Come out of Kick and then come back on Kick, Cheryl. Okay, so y'all heard the text messages. Okay. Hey, Gwen. Okay. So that was him in an underage person right there. It say David's show tonight in Seattle has been canceled after the underage girlfriend was ID'd as being deceased. Female found in the trunk of his Tesla last week. I was also sent some screenshots of messages that Celeste sent to one of her friends indicating that she and David had been talking since at least 2023. David seemed to have had reservations about being with her back in 2024, but ultimately changed his mind after talking with her and crying. Wow. Let me see. David and Celeste was case is disturbing because it shows how some people never let go of their victims. He reportedly kept referencing her belongings, like wearing her hat in a post and music long after she was gone. This isn't grief or tribute. It's a possession, obsession, and an ego. Abusers and killers often twist memories, objects, and symbols to maintain control, hiding it in plain sight. It's not art. It's not romance. It's manipulation. Obsession doesn't end with the victim. County Sheriff's Office in California confirmed in a statement that Rivas Hernandez is a juvenile who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year. The Sheriff's Office added that the Los Angeles Police Department is investigating the incident as a homicide per outlet. According to KABC TV, authorities said the body was found in the Tesla front trunk. Wait a minute. So what they're saying is he could be responsible for somebody else that's been missing? Wow. Front trunk and had been wrapped inside a bag. The outlet also reported the car is registered in Hampstead, Texas to David, 20, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. Officers responded to the scene after receiving a report of foul odor from what appeared to be in the human remains coming from the vehicle. Now, do y'all think that she been in there this whole time? I don't think that. Who think that she been in the vehicle this whole time? He was reported. According to Fox 11, Los Angeles authorities believe the body was put in the trunk about 5 days before it was towed to the impound lot. The car was reported abandoned in Hollywood Hills, and neighbors told NBC Los Angeles it had been there for a month. Wow. There's the messages that girl that we was just listening to was talking about. It's sad. I figured, because how you gonna say she was dating a boy named David at 12 or 13? Why you didn't meet the parents? Why you didn't meet David? Why you let a girl go off with him for amount of days or months at a time? Like, I got questions. Absolutely. Let me see what this new update is. Hold on. Who think David cute? Because David ain't even cute to me. Everybody failed Celeste. You better say it. People are coming forward claiming her mom was being paid off, and some so-called friends looked the other way too. Nobody protected her, according to what's being reported. He was reportedly following her sister and brother on Instagram, so her family may have known what was happening. Some are even saying she might have been pregnant, and that could explain why this all unfolded. There's a video of, you ain't lying, there's a video of her teacher saying he remembers her in his class when rumors were already circulating that she was dating a famous rapper in LA, which we just looked at that. And it says people are sharing pictures from the time it was clear she was underage, yet everyone chooses to ignore it. If any of this is true, it's devastating. She was just a kid. This should have never happened. Justice for Celeste. Absolutely. He looked like he might be bisexual. It say, looking at the screenshots I took off of David's account, it say, photo 1, notice that he said he hasn't gotten a text from his girlfriend in 3 hours and says she's sleeping. Celeste went missing in April. The TikTok was posted July 3rd, months after she went missing. Photo number 2 and 3, Celeste was known for liking and wearing Hello Kitty things. Notice he has a phone case of Hello Kitty. The third pic says he misses her and shows a pic with her. We know that's her based off her red tint in the hair and her hair in the pic. Photo 5 is crazy that he says there goes my baby in the next photo. After 5, he has a pic of what it looks like her from the back on the swing. This implies that she's been gone, and given the circumstances. Photo number 6, this TikTok account that David posted, spam account, he removed sound, but you can clearly see that Celeste is in the video. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is a lot, y'all. So David goes on tour. Okay, let's see. Seeing a lot of incorrect info about David's case. Celeste was not 12 or 13 when she started dating David. She was 11. That makes it worse. She was not 15 when she passed away. She was 14. Well, how you know when she passed away? Okay. These distinctions are important. She was a child, not a woman. He groomed a child at the very... He too loud, Aiden. He is loud. Who's he talking to? And then it says he groomed the child, very least, a child that had been reported missing multiple times. You ain't lying. Then ended up dead. Oh my God. It's sad. They say the case is being treated like a homicide, but they don't have any suspects when they got all the evidence in the world to charge this man. That's what I don't understand. They got all the evidence to charge this man, but they ain't. She said, hell no, he ain't cute. Yeah, he do look like Travis Hunter. They got all the evidence to charge this man, and they ain't. I don't get it. Say, I thought I heard somewhere he had been missing for a year. Is that true? She had been missing for a year. She been missing for over a year, but she went missing. What they saying is she went missing before this for like a month, and then she appeared, and then she appeared back or whatever, and then she went back missing, is what they saying. This is sad, y'all. Sad, sad, sad. I think they need one more evidence so it can stick and no parole. What they going for in California is the max. Yes. He is a monster. Okay, so Lolita said, what evidence? Amber, she was found in his car. Anyone could have put her in the car. No, they was dating, baby. They was dating. See, that's what happened. That's why more murders be coming up from other people. Because, coming up with other victims because they don't be doing the charging like they should to me. I'm saying, Cree, you feel me? We can't do it. We can't put her. She right what she need to be doing. She doing her living, baby. We can't put her as it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Cheryl. All right, y'all. That's all I got. I may come back later. I don't know. That's all I got for right now. I love y'all. Love, peace, and so. Bye, y'all. Exactly, no.